Okay. Some of you I see may have been in some kind of like hibernation. You've taken a back seat with a few things, but I see you're ready to come into the light now. You're ready to step out. Um, I see that you are kind of, you're at that point where you're done with being in that sort of hermit mode. You're ready to just, so that's the wind, by the way. If you can hear the noise, it's the wind. Yeah, so you're ready to tackle certain things that you know needs to get done, and you're not afraid of it. You're not shying away from it either. You just have to have a period of some kind of restfulness, whether that is not necessarily just even just a break from everything, like a vacation, but just not dealing with certain issues that have arisen or whatnot. Just needing like a mental break, basically needing your own space. That you are coming out very, very strongly. There is I see you very strong-willed with the desire that you have, and that is picking up some momentum. I'm seeing that's picking up. You're picking up momentum with that. There is some kind of contribution being done with this. Perhaps you're looking to work with someone, to partnering up with someone in some sort of business venture, or there's something there. Good communication coming through, perhaps some negotiating. And I'm seeing compromise also, but that's something that I see. You are willing to adjust on a few things, but not everything that's being said or presented in that way. I do see you juggling a few things very carefully in a smart way, being very wise, not wanting to lose out on this partnership or contract or something that could be coming in. This could be for the very few, but it does look very promising. I do see there is a bridge that's being made now. Like there's good bridge that's being built. No bridges burnt, basically. A really good, strong bridge that you're crossing over. And in this sense, there's a lot more harmony, and it's very fertile. So things are growing really productively and abundantly here. There's been in recent past, you've planted your seeds, and you did them. What I'm seeing, very carefully and cautiously, very cautious of where you choose to invest in, your energy, your time, money, all of that. You've been very, very cautious. And I do see you've picked up on some ideas that you're looking forward to working on as well. I'm seeing something of a school, perhaps thinking of joining a school, or you're already in a school. Things are picking up also. In terms of what you are gaining from something that you're learning, and you're also contributing something very positive to your community in whichever way. Perhaps you are known to some, whatever kind of community you are, you're adding something very, very important to them. So you could be a teacher. That's a big impact that you absolutely have all the time in the community. The community is the students, or you could be, or whatever kind it is. The community can come in all sorts of ways. It could be a workplace, but your contribution matters. And I do see some things happening behind the scenes where they're thinking of perhaps, there's a raise or something like that, of a talk that's going on as well. I do see there's like sunrise. You're really kind of, as I was saying, ready to step out now into the light, and connecting with people but deeper connections. You're ready to have deeper connections with others. And what you are attracting is very, like, you're filtering out the ones that you feel are kind of like a waste of time for you, unnecessary. And so you're going through like this filtering process, and you're just wanting to attract and bring in the connections that feel and fit right with you. And I do see them being deep connections here as well. You're very resourceful for whatever. There's some action that I see you're needing to take this week, and whatever it is that you're being called upon, you can absolutely do it with no doubt. You have the resources right then. There's something in your mind that you have been thinking about, pondering on. That is also a good time to take action on whatever that may be. Okay, let's see what the cards have for you. For Aries, please. For Aries. Knight of Wands. Okay. The Two of Wands. Knight of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Hangman. Knight of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Hangman. See, this is the time, as I was saying, brilliant. You are ready to start picking a few things up again. Because I do see there was a mode of just laying low. Now you're ready to rise up, and you see as she is looking out the window, you've been thinking, okay, maybe now it's time to step out, and show the world what you're made of. And I do see kind of like you don't have this kind of fear or feeling, you're losing in your inhibitions. You're allowing yourself to give yourself more freedom, and I do also see flexibility, like you have this agility. So whatever comes your way, you can be flexible with it. You can make the most of it as well. There is, you have good reasoning and good sense behind the actions that you are taking, but something is saying, it's ready. I do see the speed is picking up, the time is picking up, like it's getting faster here. So there is a door opening for you, opportunity that is arising, and wanting to make sure that you have your mind in the right place. You have a good head on your shoulders. And the Hangman, I do see here that you're starting and allowing yourself to see things in different ways. Like your perspective is shifting into something more positive. Perhaps you don't always have the most, let's say, popular idea. Like you don't follow the crowd or the sheep in that sense. You have your own ideas, but you allow this to flow and see where it goes. I'm seeing some information coming to you here with the Hangman, some news that may be unexpected. That is connected to a desire, a wish. And we have here the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. Brilliant. Could be dealing with a fire sign, so very much your own, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. You see, as I was saying, there's a knowingness here. You are now ready. You feel it. You've had to give yourself that time away, that space. You had to kind of free your mind of a few things, because you felt it. You're very in tune with your intuition, as you are in tune with your body, with your soul, with your mind, your heart. You know what it's trying to tell you, and you go with that. The Queen of Wands, you're also having this confidence. As I was saying, you don't follow the crowd. You're very much your own person, and things start to happen, like that fearlessness that you have. The more you are just happy with yourself, that confidence, you're breaking down certain barriers, and things start to come in for you. Things start to fall into place. And I see a lot of happiness here. And it is here the High Priestess, your higher self, listening to that and respecting it as well, is what I see. I do see your feet are firmly on the ground. You have your feet firmly on the ground. You have really good sense of things. I'm also getting something very specific about your smell sense. You could have a very strong smell sense. I don't know if that's come through, but maybe that's a message for those of you who do have that. It's a strong message here for you. I am also seeing dreams. Perhaps you've been getting some kind of dreams that have that symbolism in there. Write them down. There's possible meanings behind them, but you're really kind of ready and set to to progress. There's massive progression here for you. We have the Five of Pentacles. You're leaving something behind or someone behind. This is Strength card, needing the strength to do this. You know, whatever it was that you've been going through, things that have been evolving. As you change, your heart can change how you feel about a particular person, perhaps. You know, a situation that you knew it was time to get up and remove from your life in that sense. Maybe you felt a little bit heavy. And I am also getting, it was too much. You got to the point where perhaps you felt it was too dependent on your emotions and you didn't want that. You wanted to set yourself free from that. So as you have this focus here with the strength, you've allowed yourself to continue with what I see, the promise that you made in your heart. And what I get is that the energy that may have made you feel down or made things slow down affected other areas in your life, like financially, like your career, because there's a lot of success here around you, and I do see that you really are ready to go for that. Here we go, we have the Lovers. You're needing balance, and that's why we have here the Lovers card. And I was saying deeper connections, removing and filtering out the connections that no longer are good for you anymore. You don't need that thing or person or people around you that drain your energy. You are too strong for that. You're courageous. You're speaking your mind. You're taking the actions, the right kind of actions, and listening to your heart. As I was saying, you don't follow the sheep. When we have a lamb here, you're the one that is a leader in many, many ways. And the Lovers card, there is something also, what I'm seeing, something that is being dealt, a contract that's being signed. Things feel now that there is a healthy yin and yang, and you're going forward with a strong purpose is what I'm seeing. Very, very good communication starting to come through, and I love this for you. Something is being sealed, like signed, sealed, and delivered. Thank you, Aries, so very much for being here. Really hope that this was helpful.